Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready like for real this time. Like I'm ready for real this time. What's up? Welcome to this Jungkook past life reading. This shall be interesting. And while people trickle in, I'm gonna get my cards situated because they're out of order. And yeah, I'll get started shortly. This shouldn't be long. I'm trying not to take long tonight. So, what's up? Hey, Lexi. Hey, everyone. Hold up. Okay, Lexi. Let Lexi gonna be my moderator tonight. I had added you, girl. What's up, Jake J? What's up? What wishing to be famous? You got a schedule? Hey, what's up, Joel? I'm good. How are you doing? What, Vicky? You super ready? You ready for Cookie, girl? This reading right here. This reading has some deep, powerful messages for Cookie. I don't, I wasn't quite expecting it myself. But yeah. What do you know? This was okay. Let me get my other cards in the back. Cookie was not Jesus. Yeah, y'all go get y'all snacks ready and stuff. What's congrats to only Lexi? Why is she getting congratulating? Hey, what's up, Laura? It's your first time being here. Hey, what's up? And Jake J, you want to be a mod? I need an extra mod. You want to be my mod too? If you want to be my mod, Jake, you could be my mod. Yeah, I'm good with it. Here, I'll add you as a mod, Jake. I need all hands on deck at this point. Oh my gosh. Hello, El Bell. Wow, we got some new people tonight. Let's see, make sure all my cards is in order. Cause you know me. I got 1,500 cards on one subject, I swear. And so what did I do this week? This week was kind of stressful actually. I felt like I had to be someone that I didn't want to be and get things kind of straight and in order in my life. And yeah. Um so what like okay, so what I got so many predictions on what y'all think Cookie was in the past life. So let's before I tell y'all, let's do this. What's up, MJ? So before I do this, what y'all think he was in a past life? So I'm getting the soldier, I'm getting Jesus, and then what? You guess he was a female that had a head start in life, and then I get married with the person he was in love with. Really, Vicky? That's wow. You got the whole thing planned out. Oh my God, MJ think he was a white boy. Oh man. Really, you think Cookie was a churchgoer? Oh Lord, this is funny. This is fun. Oh, okay. Leslie, you getting a fiery personality or a strong body. Okay. Somewhere in the West. A king, maybe someone who was always talented. I would say someone who was always talented. Okay, you on to something. You on to something. I would say between that and a soldier, you're kind of there. The Middle East. Hmm. His past life has something to do with his life right now. It does. Oh my God, a gospel singer. I love it. What if Cookie was a gospel singer in his past life? That would be so funny. Past life in Central Asia. Lexi, you don't have enough brain cells for me? Okay. All right. Okay. So let me start this reading. We have speculated enough. We have speculated enough. So let's do this pan down right quick and let's start. Okay. So so what was Cookie a male or a female in the past life? And I got a male, and I got a Knight of Wands male. So yes, he did probably had a fiery personality, like you guys had guessed, whoever guessed that. There you were. And the location is Rome. Yep, he has a past life in Rome. So his location is Rome. And for you guys, I guess that he was a soldier. You are correct. He was. He was a soldier in Rome. Okay, so going to his how his life was or how everything began for him. So some of this stuff I have my notes off to the side because I do like be channeling stuff and talking to their guides and stuff. So basically, um, what I got was for his past life was baby, health, had health issues as a kid, and mother. I got the mother card, which this card means that his mom in this life was also his mom in the past life. So that's what this card means. And they said that in that he was born in the period of the height of Rome, like when Rome was thriving. And for the baby part, it said that he had health issues as a baby. Like the mom didn't take care of him the way that he needed to be taken care of as a baby. So he had a lot of health issues. Um, Also, they gave me background information on what happened with the father, because what happened to the father was a soldier too, died in battle, and left the mom alone with, a child. So he grew up poor, and the mom couldn't give him the best health care, because she was so busy trying to survive. And also, they say that not only was she so busy trying to survive and provide for the family, that she did not have enough time, or she didn't take the time to really like nurture him emotionally or physically. And so because she couldn't do that for him, that really made that karmic lessen that karmic debt for them, because that really kind of like I want to say not mentally destroyed him, but it really changed the way that he had relationships with women in his life. Like it really was like kind of detrimental to like how he managed his love life in this lifetime, and also the way he felt or the way he processed love from others, because they told me like it was so detrimental to like his mentality that it really kind of messed up the way he perceived love from others or perceived getting love from other people, like that, like it really like did that. So they said moving on from here was that when he grew up he overcame like whatever illness and he was fine, and then he joined the military, and that's how he became a soldier. And they said that he was like a really really skilled soldier, like he was really like he had a knack for fighting. um I'm sorry, I'm reading all the comments. Since the height of Rome, there was a lot of disease. Yeah. Explain. That will explains about his introverted life. Yeah, that does. And it also explains why his mother issues carry over into this life. But yeah, like I said, like he was a very skilled soldier. They told me that he had like a very like a knack for fighting, and that they put him on the front lines. And they said that like he wasn't in a lot of battles, but he was in some battles where he had to fight. They also what I thought was really really cool that the guides like gave me insight to was like the way like he would fight would be almost intuitive. Like he would know how people would move before they would move. He would know like their weak spots before he would go into fighting them. Like he really had a good knack for it. Like he really could. He was very very intuitive about it. They also said that later on in his career in the or his life in the military was that he kind of got so intuitive to the point to where he was helping them strategize like battles. And he was helping them strategize battles because he could see things coming, or he could see like outcomes before they play out. So he would like help them in that way or whatever. And let me see if I like left out anything else with the knack for fighting. Oh, because of his intuitiveness, because he was so in tune to it or whatever, that because usually for Roman soldiers, you know, they give you like you sign up for like 25 years of service, and then you can retire, and then they'll give you like land and you know, they'll give you land and money, and then that's it. So basically he did survive his 25 years in the military, and that's how he survived, was from his own intuition. So yeah. So um so yeah, so that's how he survived. And then what they said was at the end, when he retired and he did get his piece of land in his own home or whatever, that he took care of his mother. His mother was sick at the time and took care of her way into her death. But he was single and he never got married, which are like these two cards. Like, because I asked if he was single, if he stayed single his life, and it said yes. And then I asked if he ever got married, and this is my no card. And as you can see, it's like Seven of Swords. So it's like um he be telling these women stuff. See, he be telling these women a good game, but off to the side, he be leaving them. So I'm just saying. But anyways, but yeah, no, he never married. He never married. And he never married because of the issue with the mom. Like he still had resentment towards the mom, and also like, you know, what happened to him. Like he has a problem with intimacy with women. And because he never resolved the issue with his mother, he never got married. So, what was he? Was he psychic? Yeah, I would say he was a little bit psychic. Yeah. Oh my God, international playboy. Bye. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all I got on his life. They did also say that he does still to this day, like in this lifetime, still carries some resentment towards his mom. So yeah, well, I guess we'll get into that in other lessons. But yeah, he does still kind of carry some resentment towards his mom in this life too. I guess because it was never resolved in the past life. Um, Defined a little bit psychic. I mean, like, he was intuitive enough to know if he could beat a guy or if he couldn't beat a guy. He was intuitive enough to know like outcomes of things and things like that. But I don't think he was like so psychic, like he knew everybody's life. He could tell them the future, past, and present. No, I don't think it was like that. Um, wouldn't the boys have a past life together? I feel like they would be a part of a soul family. Yeah, I do feel like that. I feel like they all have had past lives together. Okay, so this is the lessons. Oh no, this is his life purpose. My bad. This is his life purpose. Like what he came into that lifetime to do. What was his purpose? So for the purpose, I got crossing bridges. It says it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So I guess he came into this life um to heal and forgive or learn about healing and forgiveness. That's what I think he really did. I think he really came into this life to learn about healing and forgiveness. What? Wow, that makes sense. Every time I did a romance reading with Jungkook involved, he would get family issue cards. Yeah. Also, what else did he learn? Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. So I guess his purpose was to come into this life and feel what passion and pleasure was. And I think maybe he got that more through his military life and not his home life. So got those two cards. And then his purpose was community. And I'll read what that is. And then I got the sun card, but I had gotten the sun card like upside down, which is like something about not wanting a new beginning or not being open to, or I guess not feeling like, not knowing the feeling of having a new beginning or starting anew or opening up to your own creativity. I guess he wanted to learn and feel like what that was. The community. I thought that community one was very yeah, it says the community card means a connection with kindred spirit. This card shows three women celebrating, sharing ideas, and supportive energy. The lights in the picture represents your ever-present spirit community as well. And when this card appears upright, it indicates a association of some kind. It may be a casual connection of like-minded people joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of three or more entities. The time is right to make such new connections and share interactions, whether they're personal or professional. Networking, community are important parts of human experience, and the security of sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join, their intentions accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending you some beneficial alliances your way. Like the happy family card, this could also indicate a party or a celebration of some kind. So yeah, I think it was like kind of fated for him to be in the to join the military, because I really think that he learned how to I think his purpose was to learn how to function in a group and how to be like a team member, a team player within a group and work with a group of people. I think that was his purpose in life too, and to find like that passion and pleasure in doing that. And so, yeah, I think that his purpose, he did live this purpose, but I don't think that he got the other one with the mom though. But yeah, I thought that was like very interesting. Like it's kind of like funny because it's like his life now kind of sort of mirrors his life in Rome, where it's like he's joining something, but then kind of like sending money back out to like, you know, his family. Cause like when he was a soldier, like he was sending money back to his mother. But and I feel like it's the same way now in this lifetime. Like he's joined something where he has to work and it can make him a living, but he's away from his family. So I just feel like that was kind of like funny how like his life is mimicking a little bit of his past life. But yeah. What? Well, in Rome, he was smashing dudes all day, and the chicks honestly were smashing anything that moved. Oh Lord Jesus. I'm not going to do a chart reading because I'm not into astrology charts. They're very confusing for me. That is not my talent. Jared Jungkook carries so much over in this lifetime. He still carries a lot of selfishness. Yeah, that's true. So, into the lessons that he did learn from this lifetime. So the lessons that he did learn from this lifetime was wisdom. He got a lot of wisdom from that lifetime. I bet he probably did, fighting people and doing all kinds of stuff. Lessons and blessings. That was an interesting card to me. And let me put that over here. Okay. I got, what did I got? I got transformation. I got choosing your path. I got the fifth chakra, that throat chakra. I got deceit, which this card means more of like a self deceit. And I got two of roses, the winged messenger. I really felt like from the winged messenger was more of a he learned how to listen to his intuition in this lifetime. Like he really learned how to listen to it and really trust it. He learned how to really get the messages and really implement them in his life. And then I got from will, wisdom, and mind. I'm gonna read the definition to this. This was a really powerful definition. So let me read the definition to that really quick. Okay, it says that this card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. The first three rays or the energies of the divine move within you equally: power, will, love, and wisdom, intellect, or mind. You are working intimately, even if you're not conscious of it, with the ascendant masters who are linked to these energies. With the perception of the masters, you can rise your focus to a higher power purpose. You can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptivity in order to make your contribution to the world. With the gold crown raised high, you're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time. It is likely to be a great phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With these powers in play, you're able to discipline yourself to bring together the meditation, creativity, rest, and action required. Take advantage of this time to use powers. There is nothing less than divine forces moving through you so that you can manifest the power in the world. So yeah, he was dealing with some powerful stuff. He was dealing with some powerful stuff. So he learned how to regulate that that kind of powerful energy within himself, which I think that's why he was so good with predicting outcomes of battles and helping things, and also being very intuitive in fights. Um, so let me see. For transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. Um, I want to say that he learned to have like sort of a transformation. Well, I guess he did, right? Because I mean, like when you're first starting out in the military, you know, you grow into it, you find out what your skills are, whatever. So I guess he wasn't really counting on himself to be um, such a powerful soldier. So I guess he did learn about what transformations are. He learned about choosing your path, all is possible. I guess he did learn about that. I guess he has situations where he learned that, you know, all is really possible. He learned, I would say, how to use his voice. You know, he had to use his voice to tell people, you know, what's going on, what's this, what's that. So he did learn how to use his voice. Too bad he did not learn how to use it towards his mom, but hey, whatever. Deceit means self-deceit. He learned how not to deceive himself. He learned how not to deceive himself in this life because if he did, he knew it was probably going to be like a matter of life or death. Also the wisdom card. I wanted to read these two cards because I do not know them off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Um, okay, for the lessons and blessings card, it says you drew this card as a sign that the situation you're currently experiencing is a result of prior lifetimes. Take a look at the other cards that you drew along with this one to get a sense of where and when that life occurred. This means that you learn important lessons, which is bringing blessings to you in your present lifetime. Congratulations, you mastered how to turn painful events and memories into growth experiences. You can apply the same strength to every area of your life. So yeah, he learned how to change painful events into growing experiences. So he is, I guess, in some ways, he is like benefiting off of that in this life because, like, if you think about it, like he is very mentally strong. Like he's very mentally strong. He can really put up with a lot of stress and strain. And I would say that is paying off in this life when you have to see everything that like BTS go through behind the scenes and everything. Oh, hey, Paris. Um, so yeah, considering what everything that BTS has to do behind the scenes with endurance and all that dancing and everything, he could take it. He could take it because of what he learned from that past life as that Roman soldier. And I looked up like Roman soldier training and like they do crazy training where it's like a lot of physical endurance. So like that is really benefiting him in this life. So for the wisdom card, let's see. So it says this card indicates that you have tremendous wisdom and knowledge from prior lifetimes that seek to resurface now, even if you never thought of yourself as a particularly wise. This indicates that you learn important lessons and information that would serve you and others if it's reawakened now. This can indicate that it's time to return to school, seek additional education of some sort. This may even be a sign that you're changing your career path. Your emerging knowledge is guiding you toward work that is more meaningful. This card asks you believe for you to believe in yourself and know that you have what it takes to tackle a career related to true interest and passion. So yeah, he has I would say since this is in the what he learned spot, I would say that he really has learned to use his wisdom and it really helped him survive in that lifetime. So Yeah. So what you're saying, like how he pushed through his exhaustion. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think how he pushes through his exhaustion is really like his training. Like I think he remembers that kind of training that he had as a Roman soldier where he can push through that. So okay. Um what is this about Jimin? Jimin lacks most lifetimes according to the guy reading. Okay. Anyways, back to my Jungkook reading. Okay, so this is about what he did not learn and the lessons that he did not complete in a lifetime. So see, he got all tied up and he got that emotional chakra, the woman with the heart, and the indecision. Okay, so what he did not learn in the lifetime was he didn't complete the lesson of basically like changing his path. Like that's what this card means. Like he didn't stop and listen from within and really like change or redirect this energy towards solving the whole resentment that he had against his mom. I would say, and then this card was the surrendering to the journey. I'm sorry. Why can't you donate? You can donate. There's a link in the description where you can donate. Francis, there's a link in the description where you can donate if you need to donate. Um, okay. So for the surrendering to the journey, saying that release control, I think that he was very controlling as a soldier or kind of like very personally controlling, like his let me see, like very personally, yeah, like very like controlled within himself. Like he wouldn't release that kind of control on himself because I mean like he was very controlled in the military, but I think he was very controlling with himself. And they were saying that if he would have released some of this control on himself, which he didn't, so that was like one lesson that he didn't complete. I have the all tied up one where he felt very tied up or tied down to his situation in life. Like he couldn't do anything else or move nowhere else because I mean, yeah, he was in the military. So he really did feel very tied up. And I think also very like kind of like tied up and numb emotionally too. And he didn't really learn how to release that and really tune into this second chakra, which is like like your sacral, which is like that emotional chakra point. He didn't learn how to really get in touch with like his emotions like he should have. And like because he was in the military, so it was like it was hard for him to get in touch with those emotions. It's kind of like you had to like turn yourself off, but he did not learn that in this lifetime. He did not learn to get in touch with his emotions and really feel. And then this indecision card was that indecision to make up with his mom, like that indecision to let go of that resentment with his mom. And that's why we had like that whole woman holding the heart. Like he did not deal with his family issues. Um He didn't deal with the whole the way he felt about his mom and all that stuff. He didn't deal with it. He was very indecisive upon that. So that was his lessons. Jungkook is the ultimate survivor. How do you think this will influence him when he enlists in this life? Huh. I don't know how it's going to influence him in this life. I hope that he solves whatever his family issues is with his mom and like forgives his mom and don't hold that resentment before he goes into the military. I hope so. I really don't know. Like I know he would do very well in the military though. Like I know he'd do very well, but emotionally, I don't know. We would have to do a reading later on that and see where he's headed. Yeah, he has a strong character mindset. He needed to be like that for his job, right? I think he will be naturally skilled in fighting. Yeah, he will be naturally skilled in fighting. Okay. So this is the steps that he could take to heal his past life. Steps that he could take to heal his past life would be first light, a beginning of a new cycle. So he needs to embrace whatever the new cycle is. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past and heal the present. Yes, he needs to clear the past and heal the present. Actually, I wanted to read the card on that because I really feel like if he does watch one day, he needs to know these things. Him, I need some rain rejuvenation. Jeez. So it says that the meaning of the card is physical and emotional healing is occurring. There is a cleansing and clearing of old emotional wounds, and even the release of past life limitations is happening. All is forgiven. Absolve yourself for Absolve yourself, forgive others and their transgressions against you. It's time to let it all go. So maybe he is in the beginnings of already starting to clear out some of that resentment. Um, it says, what the card wants you to know, in order for new growth to occur, the old must be cleared away. This card indicates a time of clearing out what doesn't serve or support you, and may also indicate clutter clearing. If you don't love it or use it, most likely it's clutter. Physical clutter can be indicative of emotional clutter. It's time to release it all and allow the cleansing metaphoric energy of rain to purify and cleanse you in the deepest way. This is also a great time to let go on a cleansing fast or clear out your body. While old emotions and challenges are clearing out of the energy field, use water for cleansing your energy field. Stand in a cold shower, swim in the sea, or run in the rain. Hmm. Can I do that for myself? Cause geez. um yeah, he does need to let go of the resentment. Okay, so the other step was reflection, and the reflection card was like a powerful he needs to get in touch with his intuitiveness again. He needs to get in touch with that psychic side again that he used in the past life. He needs to like kind of just sit back, reflect, and connect again to that past life, and to the past life where he was very, very like intuitive and received messages. Yeah, I wanted to read that. I felt like that's important too. So it says this card can sometimes show a trip, particularly a trip over by water. More important, it can reveal that now have a direct line to your psychic gifts. You are also more aware of your emotions and more reflective about them. You can recognize the differences between your intuitive voice, which is calm and assured, and your lower emotional impulses, which are urgent and sometimes fear based. Let yourself gain even greater clarity and control over your emotions now. This is also be a great time for you to take classes in meditation, psychic development, counseling, healing, and other psychological and spiritual arts. If you have such an interest, your yin side is wide open and your receptivity is high. Trust your inner voice and you'll be guided to greatness. See, he needs to reconnect with that. Is it weird? I got this card too for myself, but anyways. See, clearing the way. You need to clear the way of your emotional baggage and resentment and all that stuff. Is like time to like clear the way on that. Let me see. Because I'm saving the read you for filth cards last. Saving these cards. Then I got what I got, door to the spirit. You need to be open to the door to the spirit, you need to be open to communicating with your intuition. It wants to communicate with you. And door to romance. Got door to romance and walking away. So walking away card means like letting go of the resentment, letting go of the hurt, letting go of the pain. Also going within and connecting with your spirit and your intuition and letting it lead you again like it did in the past life. And then once you clear all of this energy right here, I got the message of with the door to the romance that when that energy clears of the whole thing with the mom, like this door would be open and that he needs to go through this door of romance and have a relationship, because they're saying like on the other side he will probably be meeting a person that will give him what his mom didn't give him, and also will teach him about intimacy and teach him about loving other people. So they're saying that, he needs to go through this door and not be afraid to go through this door, don't have any fears. But that is probably the reason why, too, like it just hit me. Like that's probably why the reason why he is like so awkward around women or not comfortable with women is because of that whole like, whatever issues he has with his mother, even in this life. And also the past issues that he had in the past life that he's taken into this life that makes him like very awkward and unsure around like women. So yeah. All right. So to my read him for filth cards. So what does he needs to surrender to heal his past life, and what he needs to surrender resentment. It says holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So see, you need to surrender that resentment that you have towards your mom. um it says surrender denial. So you need to surrender your denial, accept people, situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see clearly and make the best decisions. I think he is sort of in denial about his resentment towards his mom. I think he's kind of in denial about it. And he's also in denial about this little intuitive thing that's going on. And he needs to get out of that denial space. and really become aware so he can really resolve this resentment right here. Also, surrender fear. Told you, you need to surrender this fear so you can go into that door of romance and really, like, get another life lesson and complete your life lesson. Let go of fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So yeah, baby steps forward into healing this right here. But yep, surrender the fear. Also surrender your ego. Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others. Come from the heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So yeah, he needs to surrender this his ego. He needs to surrender his ego, like not have so much pride to where he feel like he can't surrender this resentment, like not have so much pride to where he doesn't think he should forgive anybody. He needs to like surrender that ego that's getting in the way, that's telling him like, I don't need to forgive nobody, I don't need to do this. He needs to surrender that right there and come into forgiveness so he can clear this karmic debt that's in the way with him and his mom and his and stuff. So um anything else I wanted to say? Nothing I can think about right now. Is it hard to move? Yeah, it is. It is hard to move out of resentment when you're very proud. Yeah, I think that he is very has some pride. He's very proud about things. It does seem like JK has opened up his heart more in this life. I think I think so too. And then like I think that he's learning that in this lifetime he has a space or a job where he can open up his heart. He can be in touch with his emotions. He can use that for his benefit in this lifetime. I think he's starting to kind of slowly grasp that, like, okay, in this lifetime, I can do it. Because, like, in the past life as a soldier, no, you couldn't be openly emotional and all that stuff. So I think that's what he too has to learn in this lifetime. And it's funny because I remember him always saying, like, as a teenager, he felt so blocked, like he couldn't express his emotions. And now it makes sense now why he feels like that. My cards are reading Cookie for Phil. BTS definitely opened up it. Yeah, BTS definitely opened up his heart. And I just find it funny, like he came into this lifetime again to to be within like a group again, to be working, with a group again. I do feel like this though. I feel like even though he's within the group and they are giving him so much that he probably felt like his mom or his parents didn't really give him in this life, but he can only learn so much from his brothers. Like he can only learn so much from his brothers. I think too what will help him open up his heart more is when he gets in a relationship with a woman, because the other parts of his lesson is with women. Like he needs to get into a relationship so he can learn intimacy, so he can learn to open up his emotions more and get in touch with his emotions more. And he can, know what it feels like to be nurtured by a woman, to be cared and loved for by a woman, since he didn't really get that in the past life. And I'm thinking in this life too, because it's such a repeat pattern. Um, but he needs to get that lesson from relationships with women or whatever woman that might be coming into his life. But yeah. Oh, all 6 boys are mothering him. All 6 boys are trying to mother him as much as you can get mothered by a male. Like, male energy can only take you so far. Like, he needs, like, female energy too. And I mean, like, he's been so surrounded by, like, male energy, like, his like, for 2 lifetimes. So it's like, that's what he's comfortable with, is male energy. So, alright, hold on. Let me, put this back up and then, what's up with my camera? Here we go. Okay, let me put this back up and, like, answer more questions, um, about the reading. I guess Jungkook and me have one thing in common. Look, we got that thing in common too, because I got mom issues too. I got mom issues also. And me and Jungkook in this together because I have past life issues with my mom, and I get so mad at her. Like, I have some resentment too towards my mom. We in this together, Jungkook. We gonna get through this, okay? Right, Jungkook? If I work on forgiving my mom, can you work on forgiving yours? We gonna do this together. um, what? So an older woman would be better for him. Actually, I do think an older woman actually really would be better for him. A very mature older woman who knows how to, like, nurture and mother, and yeah, not like an older immature woman. Like, no, that ain't gonna work. He's just gonna get hurt, and it's just gonna make it worse. It's gonna make it worse. J-Hope and Sugar spoil him by mothering him too much. They give him as much motherly love as men can give, pretty much. You want to hear about the military future? Um, let's see. Let's do I have like a little bit of time to do a little reading before I get off? Um, oh my God. I relate to that so much. I have so much karmic issues with my mama figures in my life. So I even look, I have issues with my mom too. um, so he needs to be in a relationship with a woman, a man, to heal, despite being in love with the guy at the moment. If the cards are right, um, oh, a girl with feminine energy. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He does really need to be in love with a woman and not a man. But I think that he's kind of maybe comfortable with men because he's been around men so long. But hey, um, and I think too, since he's comfortable with men, see, I'm connecting this. Since he's so comfortable with men, that's what makes him scared to get into relationships with women too. That's fine, girl. That's fine, Lexi. So, well, I think he's looking for a mother figure as a love partner, though. He needs that loving mother. Yeah, he does need the loving mother vibes because I don't think that he got that in this life and in the past life. Because in this life, since he had to go to soul at such a young age, like, he kind of missed that mothering and nurturing too. So yeah, I do think that he needs that mothering, that mother figure vibe. Also, let me do the reading real quick for the what's his military career gonna look like? Should we say what? Because I wonder emotionally how he's going to react to the military. Let's do it like that. Emotionally, how would he react to the military? Okay, let's see. Okay. Let me pan the camera down. Could his military possibly challenge a lot of his growth? It doesn't look like it is here. It doesn't look like the military is going to challenge his growth. So these are the cards I have for like emotionally how he's going to be feeling in the military. It doesn't look like it's challenging his growth at all. It looks as though he's going to be pretty successful. Like it looks like there's going to be that same camaraderie and kindness and giving that he's experienced in his past life being a soldier with the other soldiers. Looks like he might actually have like a high position and be looked up to by the other soldiers because he's so skilled and everything. I think he is going to tap back into that intuition that he had in the past life that's going to help him in his military career in this present life. Yeah, like he is going to be he going to be good. He going to be just like this in the military. He going to be calm, relaxed, he got this. And then I really think this Four of Swords is going to be like he's going to need like a rest or like a mental break or a rest after all of this because I think he's going to be doing a lot in the military, and after everything, he gonna need a break. He gonna need like a break, a rest, a chillax time. But I don't think mentally he's gonna be stunted or emotionally stunted at all. Like he gonna be doing good in the military. Okay. Um Current lives, the physical. Perhaps first we deal with the physical issues and then the emotional ones. He's going to enjoy the workout routine. He is going to enjoy the workout routines. You're going to be at top of the class. Watch. You're going to have a high position. Do you think he'll give himself a break from BTS after he comes back from the military? No. Nah. Nowadays, issues seem to be mostly in the mind. Yeah, that's true. Mostly in the mind. Such relief to hear. Good part, but the emotional. Good, but the emotional parts, he's gonna be fine. Chelsea, did you miss anything? No, Chelsea, you didn't miss anything. We're right now at the tail end of the reading. I'm about to end it. Um, yeah, Chelsea, we miss you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, it's Sunday morning where you are. Oh my gosh. Um, why are past lives more brutal? It depends on your past life because the way that I have come to understand it and what I've read about past lives is that like what they like to do is they like to give you maybe one tragic past life and then maybe the next two past lives are pretty peaceful and calm, and then you go into another kind of traumatic past life or two traumatic past life, and then the other ones are like calm or whatever, and they do that so you don't feel as though you don't want to come back to the very peaceful one. Or you could go into like in any kind of past life that could be traumatic and then go into maybe two past lives to try to kind of heal or not be afraid to like reincarnate again. So that's how they try to work it. BTS said they think that he marry first. Yeah, they said it. I don't think that he will marry first, but with these issues, I don't think he marrying first, to be honest with you. Not with these issues. Not with intimacy, love, and relationship issues. I don't think he's gonna be the first to marry, girl. Yeah, the military reading, he's gonna be doing well, but emotionally, not so much. Emotionally, yes, I do think that he will be doing just fine. I got all good cards. There is no emotional turmoil. I would say if he was not gonna emotionally do well, I would say that he would get like what is it, like a eight of swords card where he's tied down with swords everywhere, or heartbreak card or something like that would indicate to me that emotionally he's not going to do well, or like a wands burnt out card, maybe he's not going to emotionally do well, but I didn't get that. I got all good cards, so emotionally he's going to do fine because he's going to feel like, okay, I done this, I'm good, I know how to get to the top, I know this, that, and the third, I can endure this, I'm good. Keep on telling you, Cookie's very mentally strong. um can I do a past life reading on J-Hope? Oh yeah, I'm doing a past life reading on everybody. See. Yeah, I do. I don't have any worries for him either, MJ. I really do feel like he's very mentally and physically strong than we perceive him to be. Um, do you think he would marry someone similar to him or opposite to him? I have no clue, but I want to do that during tea time. Okay, we'll do J-Hope next. I only worry about Jimin the most. Okay. All right. So, yep, that marks an hour. Let me and I'm gonna get back on, and then we are going to do tea time and a new format. We are going to do tea time in a new format. Okay. So, yeah. And I am not going to be having like a 4-hour tea time. We're gonna have to just wrap all this tea up in an hour. So give me what? Yeah, about 5, 10 minutes. Let me get a little sip of water, whatever. And I will be back with the tea time segment. And thank you, mods, for hanging in there. Hopefully, see you at tea time. Hopefully. And yeah, thank you, Paris. Thank you, Lexi, for being my mods. All right, guys, I will see you in tea time in like 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you. Oh, yes, before I get off. All right. So, anybody that wants to donate, my link is in the description of where you can donate at. And if you want a personal reading by me, email me at AwakeningAmongUs at gmail.com. And yes, I am doing the past life readings. They're $80 and it takes me some time to do it. So be patient with me. And yeah, just email me there and we will talk. So I'm getting off for real. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, mods. And I will see you guys in 5 minutes for tea time. Okay. Bye.